G'day everyone, my name is Umbaglo, and welcome back to Let's Play Star Trek Online. With me once again is...
Mechalomaniac, hello internet.
Good day. And yes, sorry I took a little bit of a break, but I had some personal travel to do. So
Did you see CD Projekt Red's
I
headquarters?
actually did. It wasn't all that fancy, but it was...
Did you run away with a copy of Witcher 3?
No, I didn't. They were closed.
Aw.
Yeah, that's okay. Um, So last time we went into a volcano and we stopped uh,
Satan.
some demons from
Satan.
doing
Just say
bad
Satan. It's the same
things.
thing.
No, because Kirk actually met Satan and he was a cool guy.
Yeah, I guess.
Um, so this time we're going to start the last featured series, if I remember
Yeah.
correctly. Yeah,
Most recent, we
the,
should say, not the last we'll be
yeah,
doing.
because there is still one more that we are going to come across, but this is the most recently released one. Um,
I want to say it was February of 2012
oof, it's a
ish.
long time ago.
Yeah, well, it was just after the game went free to play. I know that much.
Yeah, oof,
Yeah,
man,
somewhere early 2012.
man, it's if it's been that long since the last time there was a featured series, that's a heck of a
Yeah,
time.
I'm sure they were just kind of busy making the whole Romulan side.
Yeah, probably. Anyway,
So.
we gotta head to a diplomatic meeting at Deep Space Nine.
Because it's our last best hope for peace.
Something like that, yeah. Actually, I'm not even sure that the text that she mentions is even really accurate. I mean, yes, technically we do fight the Borg before this point, but like she
Yeah,
really
it's
means after the next set of missions.
yeah.
It,
Actually, isn't it like literally after this series is
yes,
when we start doing the real Borg missions?
yes. Uh, where did Andrews go? Oh,
He's in operations
yeah.
somewhere.
Anyway, so now we need to meet with the other delegates. But first, because you asked me to, oh, little box.
I asked you to do something.
Yeah,
I completely remember what that was.
you don't remember? Oh,
You've been gone in Poland for 3 weeks.
two.
Wait, 2 weeks.
Yeah.
I forget
Oh, you.
things.
Uh, that's Benjamin Sisko's baseball.
Oh yes, yes, of course.
Yeah.
That was the thing.
Yeah. So anyway, so now we need to track down the delegates.
But I thought
And
we did that last time.
did what?
Oh well. Showed the baseball.
No, you asked if I showed the baseball, and I didn't.
Oh, okay. I have a good memory.
Anyway, so we gotta let all these guys know that the captain has been delayed.
And we also get to do a completely stupid bullshit side quest.
Yeah,
I mean, you don't have to, but
this guy wants some booze from the occupation.
yes. We're gonna do that first. We're gonna talk to the others first.
We should talk to. I think there's a fellow. Oh, is it this guy? No. No. We'll head inside because part of this.
That's one of those things where you have to trade
Wait,
for a trade for a trade.
yeah. Oh, where did Quark's bar go?
Um, isn't it right next to
Uh,
the other operations list?
yeah, it's right over here. Where I was,
Make me
where I
later. I didn't suddenly turn British.
yeah, the circle that I thought I was going towards is in fact towards Quark's. Anyway,
Need something, friend? A wise man can hear prophet in the wind.
We have to ask Hadron here if he's got the booze.
Yeah, and apparently the last person to have some was Garrick. Anyway, there's someone else here that we need to talk to. Oh, and that person is Morn. Actually, no, we don't.
Yeah, this guy just never shuts up.
Yeah. Yeah, he just can't stop talking.
Yeah. Now, amusingly, if I remember correctly, this is like the exact same dialogue choice you have when you talk to him in the alternate future Yesterday's Enterprise episode. Okay, yeah, the Defiri guy right here has. Okay, you just have to talk to him. Never mind, I must be thinking of something else where you had to do.
You do. You'd have to talk to a few guys outside, but you can get some information about the booze from inside here. Also,
no, well, see, for me, I just talked to this guy, asked him about the booze, and he gave it to me.
Oh, he just gave you some?
Yeah, it's if what I'm remembering is you basically now we have to go find a holosuite reservation for the Professor Sura, and that one requires.
Well, if you talk to other people, you also get some reasons about you find some information about the beer.
Yeah. And then, actually, I think that's just a completely different quest I just started.
Okay. You do? I think
this tell. Oh, okay, no, yeah, he's the one with the. Yeah, he's got the holosuite, but he wants someone to.
That's a different one, because every time I've done this mission, I've found the vendor, the one who wants to sell all the stem bolts, which is actually very convenient because
someone wants.
Yeah, the next guy we're gonna go and find wants the stem bolts.
So apparently we just did it in reverse.
Oh. Well, no, that's a totally different dude. Anyway,
okay.
If you talk to a bunch of the other guys that they point to for finding the booze, they give you a little bit of background about the alcohol, which leads you to think that giving it to him may not be as great of an idea as first expected.
It's made with the blood of Bajoran children.
Not exactly that, but something along those lines.
Kind of like that.
Anyway, so for Captain Sean, we just have to do some duty officer missions for him.
Police the crew.
It really doesn't matter a whole lot what you.
Yeah, but I like the idea of spying on people.
Well, yeah. I just more meant that
I don't work for the DoD, I swear.
I more meant it doesn't really matter which missions you do, and they'll complete automatically. So we'll just continue running around looking for. I think the last person we need to talk to is on the other side.
Yeah, it's 5 minutes to do.
Yeah. So we need to go talk to Stas over on the other side. And if you want, you could give the booze to Skyle.
It's just booze. Whatever's done is done.
All right. Well, you're the one that's doing it.
Symbolic and everything. It'll make him like us more.
I was informed you would be here. That is troubling. My ship is waiting to return to Kronos as soon as the...
Sorry to trouble you again, but Captain Curlin is wrapping up the problem in the cargo bay, and we will...
Yeah, so Stas just wants... he doesn't want anything from you. He's
just kind of a jerk.
Yeah. Well, he's also kind of a jerk, but he's just like, alright, fine. I don't really want to be here, but whatever. Jerks.
He's a lizard man. He's got things to do, like molt.
Yeah.
Okay, so are we going?
Apparently,
lift?
Yeah. Apparently, we can't complete those side missions.
Whoops.
Oh well, whatever.
Maybe because I gave the symbol Bajor depression.
No, I think it was just because I talked to Stas.
Oh.
First, let me see how long is there left on these. Whatever. Those missions will, those duty officer missions will just finish on their own.
Okay.
Anyway, so here we are at the conference table. Let us just take a seat. Amazing chair technology.
Yeah, I know.
Yep, this game is more advanced.
Suck it, Tor.
This game is more advanced than Tor.
I'm so pleased that you all agreed to join us here today. As many of you are all
This guy sounds just completely drunk.
Yeah, he looks it too.
If they are left unchecked,
he's basically a dwarf. Like the D&D race, not short people.
Yeah.
I mean, he's short too, but
work together to push these invaders out of our space and protect our homes and families.
I do not agree. My empire will stand with or without your assistance.
I like that they sent the giant lizard man to be the diplomat.
Yeah. Well, Klingons aren't exactly the best diplomats either.
Well, yeah, but I'm pretty sure that they would be better than Stas.
Maybe. Yeah, they should have sent the Orions.
Besides, there are some actual Klingon diplomats.
Occasionally. I don't know, wasn't the Klingon ambassador on Deep Space Nine General Martok?
I think it was, but I also remember there being, like, proper Klingon as much as people joke about Klingon diplomacy,
yeah.
I remember there being actual Klingon diplomats.
Star Trek 4 had one.
Okay. Yeah.
Who was basically arguing for Kirk to be extradited to Kronos to be put on trial for killing Doc Brown previous movie. But
well,
so he wasn't exactly a good diplomat, but
well, still. I like that these guys are giving these presentations to us, not to each other.
Well, yeah, I don't know. Like, hey guys, we're here. We haven't even really fought the Borg yet.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know why you asked us to come here with all our experience.
This is getting us nowhere. We came together in the spirit of cooperation. We need to find common ground.
Every person giving one mini speech is not getting nowhere. My goodness, this guy just doesn't know how to negotiate.
Something you wanted to add to this discussion?
Anyway, so this part here, we basically now get to talk with all of the guys and try to convince them to join us. We cannot actually complete this because it requires Diplomacy 4.
Be careful.
So as you can see here, the Diplomacy option with Stas. Yeah.
I thought if you actually completed the diplomatic test for them, it gave you the option too.
What our honor demands. The Empire's pursuit of honor does not mean we are compelled to fight others.
I don't think so.
Full strength. The might of the Klingon Empire can stand against the entire galaxy. Let them come.
Yeah.
I don't think we've seen this voting thing before either.
Yeah, I don't think we have. This is actually working a lot better because this mission has it's
very story oriented.
Yeah, it's very story oriented, and there actually is multiple conclusions to each negotiation.
Cardassian Prime is still rebuilding from the Dominion War. We have achieved a great deal in the past decades, but there is still much more to do. The continued threat of the true. I will protect my home until my last breath. My people do not need to. I see your point.
Well, at least we were able to negotiate that one.
Because we gave him the booze.
Oh.
Got him drunk enough to agree with us.
Oh, maybe.
Something you wanted to add to this
The furry one here is the one that actually like requires diplomacy for, because they're the hardest.
Yeah, they're like neutral.
Yeah.
My world is one of those at risk, but I cannot
Huh.
reject
I guess
balance.
if we had done something for him, we would have been able to.
The universe uses conflict
Yeah.
Talk
to
that
restore
one.
the balance.
Oh.
When we move too far out of balance, comes in many forms. It may be
Blah, blah, blah,
Yeah.
balance, blah, 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 non-intervention, blah, 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 prime directive.
Yeah.
Starfleet will do everything we can to protect the Federation and its allies. However, there are too many drains. We've fought the Borg alone before.
Anyway, yeah. So like,
Let's take a quick recess.
we totally flubbed that, but that's okay because it doesn't.
Funny, I don't remember any. Now,
Well, neither of us are exactly diplomats, given I'm strong and you're Ferengi.
Yeah, and I haven't been leveling up the diplomatic.
That too.
The diplomatic duty officer stuff yet at all. And
Yes.
oh look,
Of course,
there's
as we're talking about the Borg, oh look, it's an armada of Jem'Hadar ships coming out.
coming out of the wormhole. Oh, that's not good.
No, not really.
Something coming out of the wormhole. Captain, it's a Dominion fleet.
For some reason, I had
Weapons.
2 of her on my
Yeah,
screen.
me too.
I think that this little bit has probably bugged out a slight bit because we'll probably have this cutscene running again in a moment.
Yeah, I had that happen before too.
Yeah, because I noticed that when the cutscene started, the captain started asking me to talk to the delegates again.
We have to get out of here.
Oh no, they killed the dwarf.
And then Stas just totally cold clocked that guy too.
Oh yeah, he's an 8-foot tall lizard man. I don't think.
Okay,
Nope.
alright. There we go. It actually worked that time.
Yeah. Okay, so now we get to die hard our way out of here.
Yep. Return to the promenade. So we've got to protect all these delegates and get ourselves out of here.
Oh.
With me,
Ooh.
get a security officer out of that.
Oh, what was the science one? Oh,
Uh,
here,
Yeah, if we were
kill injured security officer.
Oh, okay, excellent. Yeah, you should probably do that.
If I can find him.
Oh, I see the icon.
Oh, there it is. I just saw it for like
Yeah.
just a second. Oh, come on. It's like right here.
I think it was.
It's weird because it's like
I think it was where I was
see it
standing.
flash for a second. There we go. Okay. Stop them from shooting me for a minute.
I'll try. So one nice thing is
There we
that okay, it didn't
Didn't pop.
yeah, and the person died again.
Okay. Weird.
I was just
Anyway, yeah, our crack commandos.
yeah. Oh, I think that's because that's not the not the
Oh, okay, I have
injured
to
one.
heal a specific security.
Yeah, because I
officer.
think that's the one I rescued.
Oh, okay, I have to heal this one.
Ah, there we go.
Okay, so now we can start MacGyvering.
Yep.
Or dieharding.
Because so that same mechanic, if the security officer dies, you can just heal them to get them back up. That is also true of Stas. I think it's also true of the rest of the diplomats, but it really only matters for the 2 NPC.
Stas, because he's
Because
8 feet tall.
8 feet tall and will actually punch people to death.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I mean more that because Stas doesn't have weapons, he's just going to go around and punch people. He's more likely to be incurring damage. But he's also an 8-foot tall lizard man, so he probably isn't. We probably don't have to worry about
Also,
him.
for those keeping me out, third time Deep Space Nine's been boarded.
Yep. This time may also be a little bit more successful than the others.
A little bit. Spoilers. I just remember what the next mission is. Crumble.
The next one?
For Bajor. Or Bajor.
Yeah, I think that's what it is. That one's not all that fun.
Well, everyone will experience the unfun with us.
Yeah.
Okay, you know what? Where's gun crap?
Well, we got some guys up here on the ledge we should probably take out.
Okay, more of this gun crap. I can get up. There we go.
Yeah.
It's kind of hard to get a good line of sight to them.
Yeah. Alright. We got some guys here to heal. Like Stas, for some reason, who actually got KO'd. I usually don't have problems with him.
Well... he just got shot a bunch, I guess.
Yeah, apparently.
That's where we're going?
Yep.
That's where we're going.
Yep, this is where we're going. We need to get to the shipyard. Here we go. Now, I think that if we had a tactical guy here and we had the option to arm the diplomats, then Stas probably would have had a gun.
Probably.
I think it's pretty great that the tactical option is give the guys a gun.
That is a crack. You know, that job requires crack expertise in weapons.
Yep. Absolutely.
I think the implication is you need to fix the gun, but...
No. Well,
or
even...
Unlock the security codes on the gun or something. I'm assuming they're not so ludicrous as to make it literally hand the guy a gun.
I don't know. Some of the ones are almost that bad.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, back to our ships.
Yep.
You take the tall lizard man with you.
Well, alright, if you insist.
So now we're in a war zone.
Yeah, we got a whole bunch of attack ships we need to take out. Well, anyway, while we're doing this, might as well talk a little bit about things that have been happening the past few weeks. See, what has been occurring?
The Avenger.
Yes, the Avenger. Oh my goodness. So Cryptic released a new ship for the Federation this past week. The Avenger class battle cruiser. They, first off, are releasing it as a... how to put this? So it's a test bed for a new mechanic they're going to be giving to all cruisers, which is basically that cruisers can now, well, cruisers that have this ability, which will be all cruisers eventually, but for now it's just the Avenger, will have an ability where they can basically generate an aura around them that confers various buffs to party members that are within that aura of effect. So these there's 4 abilities basically, one of which is the cruiser generates more threat and allies generate less threat. One of them is the cruiser and allies have faster turn rates. One of them is the cruiser and allies their weapons cost less energy to fire, and the other one is the cruiser and allies shields are a little bit stronger. So it's a bunch of pretty nice stuff. But the big thing about the Avenger is that it is pretty much an escort cruiser, which is real nice. It's got science vessel-like turn rates, but it's also got cruiser-ish HP and shields. It's a little weak for a cruiser in terms of HP, but still pretty good in terms of like pretty much anyone else. It also has 5 forward-facing weapons and 3 rear-facing weapons, and can equip dual cannons, which is pretty impressive.
Yeah, it's basically like a tactical cruiser.
Yeah, and
or a DPS cruiser.
And what's actually really nice is that its bridge officer layout is also still fairly defensive cruiser based. Like it's very similar to. I'll have to put something up after I reference it. But it's leaning more towards engineering for bridge officer slots than tactical, like some other offensive cruisers that I've seen, which is pretty nice. But yeah, it's very, very interesting the way that they've designed the Avenger. It's definitely designed as a DPS cruiser, much more than pretty much any other cruiser that's in the game currently.
So would you say it took them a long time to assemble it?
Yeah. I mean, they had a hard time assembling the Avenger.
Okay, good. I was wondering if you actually got that. That was a god awful horrible pun.
Oh, it was. It absolutely was.
The other thing of note was robot dinosaurs.
Yeah.
Sorry, cyborg dinosaurs. In
Yeah.
Season 8.
They put some details about what the enemy types are going to be for the Voth, which include cyber raptors,
cyborg T-Rex, cyborg Triceratops, I think.
Yeah, dinosaurs with lasers on their heads.
Actually, the only way this could be better is if they were somehow playable.
In fact, if I remember correctly, one of the content developers was actually quoted on the forums as saying, actually he was quoted in one of the I
think it was one of the dev
it was one of the dev blogs where he was quoted in saying, "I'm only going to do this if I can have dinosaurs with lasers on their heads."
And they thought he was joking.
But no, he was actually serious. Because it's a video game.
There was very few things cooler than cyborg dinosaurs.
Yeah, so they look pretty cool. Cryptic has said that their plan for the Voth is that they are because the Voth are not really because the Voth, for what little we saw of them in Voyager, and because of what the story behind them in Season 8 is going to be, that they're not here as a invading force. They're here basically trying to do the same thing we are, but because they are who they are, they just get confused. Fighting them on the ground is going to be more defensive oriented than other enemy types that we have seen. So they'll be based a lot on protective stuff. So it looks really cool. I'll be sure to have some photos of their stuff in the video here. Anyway, while we've been talking, the Deep Space Nine's finished being captured.
Yep.
That is one real slow-mo run.
Matrix run. So we have to pull back to Bajor.
Yeah.
Congratulations, Dominion Fleet. You are the most successful taking Deep Space Nine.
Yep. Well, I mean, they've had practice, so.
Not these guys.
Dun dun dun. Anyway, okay. So the mission rewards for this one of them is just a really good beam pistol, but the other one is also part of a set of ground gear.
Which we're taking.
Anyway, next, we might as well do the next mission of Bajor. Of Bajor is
you'll see.
Yeah.
It's what I like to call a random ground appeasing bullshit mission.
So back when Cryptic was first generating their featured episodes, their featured series, they talked about how like each mission wouldn't be quite the same. You would have missions that were you were still working. Okay, there you are. They'd just like how episodes in one of the shows. There'd be the high tempo action mission, and then there'd be the low tempo, plot story, and there's a
Yeah.
variety of different story types even within the same series. They said that the
Yeah, like
featured
that last
episode,
one went from us doing diplomatic crap to oh shit, huge space battle.
yeah. So like they were saying how these things would be so different between missions. Well,
And this is different.
they did do some of that in previous featured episode series of Bajor is the most different. Um,
It's basically kind of like a test bed type thing for what would become the
the
adventure
Adventure
zone
Zone,
of Nimbus 3.
yeah. In fact, yes, I would
Or
actually agree that it is pretty
is it
much
3? I
yeah.
think it's 3. So basically, we're going to be running around here doing a bunch of little tiny side fetch quests.
Oh, I wouldn't call them fetch quests, although some of them actually are. But yeah, it is basically a series of mini quests.
Time is short.
Yes. And a lot of it is the first time you do this, you have no idea where anything is. So.
Yeah. And it's like you're given like 2 options per set, and you have to. All right.
Do we want to just do them for our?
Yeah. Do the one for your
science.
Yeah, for your science. Although Walking Wounded is pretty bad.
I don't think oh yeah, I know I've done Walking Wounded before.
Yeah, Walking Wounded is pretty bad. I'll probably be done here before you are, so I'll be able to show people what Walking Wounded really is. So for me, I need to run around the area that I'm here, fixing stuff as they break. Because of course things are going to break the moment I walk away, as we are trying to hack in the variety of technology that we're using.
Okay, no, I don't think I did this before. I'm pretty sure I skipped it.
Yeah, Walking Wounded is kind of dumb. Alright, so that's the equipment here. Let's go to the infirmary, where I'll be able to see you escorting a fine gentleman. So Walking Wounded, the objective of this one is that you are escorting soldiers that have been injured at the fighting at Deep Space Nine from
I
the.
find them.
No, the guy is. I thought the guy was just outside. Oh, maybe he didn't follow you. So they aren't like fast because they're injured. And yeah, so you are escorting injured soldiers. Well, not even necessarily soldiers. You're escorting dudes from the teleporter that we came in from, and you're walking them from there to this infirmary, which is on the opposite end of the map. So I mean, first off, it's pretty bad because that is just the most boring of boring escort missions. And second
It's
off,
not like they're even gonna be attacked. You're
yeah,
just kind of
you're just walking them. And the second thing is it logically makes no sense.
because we have transporters.
Like first
Transport
off,
you anywhere.
why are you transporting them on the other end of the map? First off, second off, why are you walking them across the map?
Yeah, they can't be that injured if they're walking.
Yeah,
They're faking it.
yeah, clearly.
They're school kids.
And
So I am like.
And third off, the moment you reach the actual infirmary, the dude just teleports out of the area. So yeah, Walking Wounded is dumb.
Sure is.
It's yeah. It is definitely one of the worst ones. Anyway, I'm still running around here fixing broken stuff.
Got one. Oh, this is the second one. At least she's running,
Yeah.
which is completely nonsensical if she's injured, but I don't care because she's running.
Yeah. One thing you do have to be careful of is they do have a chance of basically collapsing, so you have to go back to them and interact with them to get them to stand back up.
Can't I like freeze them and shove them in my inventory?
Apparently, no.
Yeah, there we go. She fell down and hurt herself.
Oh.
I think she scraped her knee. She might need a band-aid.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm done my one, so I'll just wait back over here
Yeah,
at.
I'll be done in a second.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go.
No rush.
2. Yeah, it's nonsensical bullshit.
Yeah. How many?
There's all these people just walking along and they didn't even stop to help.
Yeah, my goodness. How many dudes do you have to escort?
3 total.
Alright.
I'm getting the third now.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Maybe funny if I gave him like a piggyback ride or something.
Like seriously, you should have been able to do something. Yeah, it's just it's lame. It is just boring.
Yeah. Oh, and this one's and no, not Andorian. What's the other blue skin guys that aren't Andorians?
Are you talking about the ones that they still have the antennas, but their eyes are closed?
No. They don't have. They're blue, but they don't have antennas.
Oh, you mean was it the Benzonites?
That's it.
The ones that are supposed to have the thing in front of their face?
Yeah.
The breathing apparatus? It's kind of strange. It's kind of strange how Cryptic still hasn't added that as a costume option.
Okay, that's really weird.
What's that?
I just completed the mission while still escorting the guy.
Oh. That's weird.
Unless it you didn't do anything, did you?
No, I mean I finished mine a while ago and I'm still sitting here waiting to actually turn it in.
Maybe they made it so it's like it affects the area.
No, because I mean, like I said, I finished that part a few minutes ago.
No, I mean like if somebody else is doing the mission
Oh.
or something, or it's a bug. I don't know, but
yeah, it's a little buggy.
I finished more quickly, so I don't care.
Anyway, so you've got it saying turn into Jurel Cav.
Yeah, no, I just need to find Jurel Cav.
Well, just come around the corner.
Oh right, she wasn't. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is what I mean about getting mixed up about where you are.
I'm here to help.
All right. So next, we have our choice of 2 combat missions against ground troops. Which one do you want to do?
One changeling or a bunch of other things?
Yeah. So I mean, like, it doesn't really matter to me. We just have to do one.
Let's do the other things.
All right.
I mean, what are the odds we're gonna fight a changeling during this anyway?
Yeah.
For some reason, it defaults to.
Yeah, the security instead of my actual dudes. Who do I want to take? I don't want to take that. I don't want that. Good enough. No, I don't want that. Is that? Yeah, all right, whatever. I think that's the other person I've been building up. I don't remember.
Do you want to dress them up too? Give them little flowers on their heads?
Oh man, that's tempting. I've been playing a lot of Pokemon, and I've totally been doing a lot of the dress-up stuff.
You fancy people with your 3DSs and Pokemon's XY.
Nothing wrong with
People
that.
who played Pokemon White Black so they can transfer their crap over.
Yeah, you should be working on that.
I had a bunch of like a random gift card from GameStop, so I did order White 2
Oh,
to
nice.
do that.
Yeah, White 2 is pretty good.
Because I figured the difference is the story, and when does Pokemon ever had like a really good story?
Gen 5.
I mean, it's. I'm not saying it has a bad story. I'm just saying Nintendo in general, their games are gameplay oriented more than story oriented.
Well, that's not necessarily true. I mean, you've got Fire Emblem.
I've played like 5 missions of the one Fire Emblem game, so I'm not completely sure on that.
Which one?
Whatever the first one that was released here ever was.
Oh,
the GBA one.
Yeah. I did not like that one. But
I just generally don't like the gameplay of Fire Emblem. If I get a 3DS, I'll try Awakening.
Awakening is real good. It actually is really, really good. Which is surprising because I've played a bunch of Fire Emblems and I didn't like any of them.
Is the tactics just?
It's in theory
too tactical as much as it seemed, or I should say, the tactics seemed slightly less important than the randomization.
There was that, but there was also what was it? It's just I find that the whole dichotomy between like the permadeath and the story, meaning that the permadeath kind of doesn't matter even though they want it to matter, because if you let people die, then you're just going to reset the game because you don't want to lose all that content.
Yeah.
I mean, I know there are people who don't do that, and I think they're strange, but if that's the way they want
it, they want it to be a challenge.
Yeah.
So now we get 2 Starship missions.
Yeah, I think yeah, let's do scrutinizing starships because that's the one that doesn't have us fighting against the fighters.
Okay. Now we go back into the holodeck.
Back into the holodeck. But anyway, so because Awakening basically gives you a lot of options as to how you want to engage with its permadeath and difficulty, I found the game to be significantly more fun.
Yeah. I think part of it is I play a lot of other, turn-based strategy games anyway.
Yeah.
Super Alt Wars or Final Fantasy Tactics.
Yeah.
Or theoretically Disgaea, but I haven't actually played them since 2.
I haven't enjoyed any of those.
That's because you hate Joy.
No, that's because I hate bad games.
Disgaea is not a bad game. It's a quirky game.
It is a bad game.
No.
Whatever.
Bad game by the same people. That's Makai Kingdom.
A lot of their games are kind of bad.
I actually can't speak for more than Disgaea and Makai Kingdom because that's about all I played. But yeah, I play a lot of those types of games anyway, so
yeah.
Fire Emblem doesn't really tickle my fancy.
Yeah, fair enough.
G-Generation, that's the other one I play a bunch.
Yeah.
I was trying to remember. So I'm getting my ass kicked, right? So.
Yeah, I sure had a lot of stuff taken offline. The Jem'Hadar battleships are pretty beefy.
Yep. But anyway, back to the original point, I just picked White 2 because, well, for one, they had it online, not used. I don't remember seeing the first ones on, aside from pre-owned. But yeah, more options and crap. Plus, I've never actually played one of the second games in the generation, actually.
Oh yeah.
So, yeah.
I've played a fair amount of them. I mean,
Usually, I just never justify buying it because I've already played the game, the first one.
Yeah, I mean, that's fair enough.
That
I
said,
haven't, I haven't bought many of them. I mean,
yeah.
I played a few, but I haven't bought many of them. I bought Platinum in.
Are you saying you're an internet pirate who uses emulators?
No.
Oh. Never mind then.
I got Platinum a while ago in Gen 4 to basically use as a alternate game for so I can make use of the trading XP bonus, but it also that version of it changed up the story and the map a bit so that like the level progression was a little better and then there's this it's just they strangely changed it in quite a fair amount of ways, which was pretty good. Like one of the problems with a lot of the games is that once you reach the end game, so to speak, you don't have an area that is a high enough level to actually level you up to play in the end game.
Yeah, I had that problem in Pearl.
Yeah, so like a lot of stuff tends to be like the end game is level 60, and they tend to give you a level 45 final area. So here you are trying to grind from level 45 to 60.
Yeah, it's not too fun.
Yeah, but
so we finished that one too.
Yeah, starting.
If you're wondering why we're just talking about Pokemon, it's because this stuff isn't really that interesting.
Yeah, starting from Platinum, they changed how the end game works because in Platinum there's more like replay stuff you can do, like daily battle areas and the ability. And when you refight the Elite Four, they actually get higher in level. And then they also changed one of the final areas in that game to be like a level 50 area instead of a level 45. So that made it much easier for you to get to the level to actually start doing end game stuff and grind on them. Oh,
that's the wrong person.
Yeah, we need to head to the other command. The other command area.
The other person in charge.
Yeah. So in Gen 6, though, they've set up the leveling curve such that while I am fairly over-leveled for where I am in the story, it has turned out to be that I am going to clear the story at the right level to start the endgame stuff. Anyway, I wonder... like it doesn't really matter if we both do one. Let's do occupation over reaction because I think that's yeah.
Yeah, they're a little sensitive that we've landed our military forces on their planet, given they kind of went through a horrible occupation in their past.
Yeah, so they were very worried about this being another occupation.
Yeah, so there's people writing, so we're going to shoot them. I mean, we're going to go appease their fears.
We're going to go do the opposite of shooting them, which is our approach to.
One of the objectives is, in fact, don't incite a riot.
Yeah.
Coincidentally, I'm going to let you do all the talking.
Okay. Yeah, so here we need to talk to the protester and basically talk him down out of
Oh crap. Okay, just you.
All right.
Pick.
Yeah. I'm trying to remember. Okay, good. Yeah, I think.
This is our home.
Yeah. Oh,
You basically have to suck up to them.
yeah, pretty much.
Bajor for Bajorans.
Just yeah, it really is just trying to be diplomatic. And surprisingly enough, I don't think this gives any diplomatic XP.
No. It's all, most of the answers are pretty obvious anyway.
Yeah, I think there's only one or two where it's a little, like it may be wrong. Like it's not as clear, but for the most part, yeah, it's
For
real.
example, calling the cult of their devils a viable religion probably ticks them off.
Probably, yeah.
Be slaves.
I think this here is one that's a little questionable. Like I think pointing out that they don't deserve to be called terrorists is the right one, but also saying that they are the fiercest fighters is probably good. Okay, yeah, no, he didn't like that.
Bajor for Bajorans. We will not be slaves.
Yeah, we want to reverse the occupation.
This is our home.
Time heals all wounds. Give it another century.
I'm sure he cares about that.
Yeah.
Okay, so having averted a riot somehow, we get to go back to the other guy and talk.
Yep. Turn this
more.
in.
Yeah, you can kind of see what we're talking about, where it's like random bullshit.
Yeah, it's just running back and forth, doing mini missions. I mean,
Yeah.
this is certainly a like this
It
is
is
the
a
prototype.
new experience.
That's not who I want to
it's
talk
not
to.
new now, but
Yeah.
it's new. It was new then.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, it's definitely interesting, and also like you also see, which one of these do you want to do? Talking to the prophets or the other one?
Let's go talk to the prophets.
All right. This so as we're running around, you are probably noticing that there are other players on this map. It's also because it's not because these people are also doing of Bajor, although some of them might be. But this map is also the Bajor social map. So you can come here normally and not do missions, which is
You can like RP and stuff.
yeah.
That's your bag.
So it's pretty interesting.
So we did this one. I do remember the soil mission actually having a pretty interesting mini game type thing to it.
Well, this one here also basically explains what is going on.
Yes.
The fleet, but we needed to put it back.
Yeah, in case you didn't quite get what is actually happening, what is going on is back during Deep Space Nine, there was an episode where there was a massive Jem'Hadar fleet that was going to come through the wormhole and take over Deep Space Nine, and
No, more like remove any hope of getting it back, because this was during the arc where it was actually taken over. This is the end of that arc.
Yeah. So yeah, basically, Cisco asked the prophets to get rid of the fleet, and they did. But now it's back because they can't get rid of it forever.
Yes. And it's at this point we should mention that this featured episode series is called the 2800.
Yep.
Which is a reference, probably, to the 4400, which is a TV show, which I believe one of the producers of Deep Space Nine had a hand in, about various groups of people taken from the past and brought into the present with special powers.
Pretty sure it's also a reference to the fact that it was 2,800 ships.
Yeah, but I mean,
the way the way they named it is pretty much a reference to that.
Yes. Okay, so now we need to go talk to the other lady again.
Yeah.
Which means I'm probably running the wrong way.
Well,
I'll go around this way.
So now,
why can't I phase through walls?
I have new orders for you.
I do believe we are almost done with this.
Yeah, like this is, I think we have this, and then we have one more after this, and I believe then we're done. So now we can go over here and scan the subspace frequencies.
Oh yeah, I need to pick that one up still.
Which has a bunch of random things that you can catch. Like I just found a frequency of one of the replicators, and I've seen someone mention that nope, that's not it either. There's one specific one that I want to hit before we actually get the right one.
Which one?
Yep, this one right here. It's just called Vic's Lounge.
Which one's that? Or what's the frequency?
It's 628.4 gigahertz. It's randomly determined every time that you start the mission, which is pretty great. It also means that you can't just skip right to... Nope, that's not the one either.
Ah, yes, yeah. Vic ain't here. He's off playing golf with Dean and Sammy.
Yeah.
I'm assuming that is Dean Martin and Sammy Davis Jr., but... for people who don't know who those are, look it up.
There we go. Here's the right guy.
Which one is the actual right guy?
Oh, it's in terahertz.
Maybe it's random.
Oh, yeah, it might be random for you.
So I'm not seeing anything in terahertz aside from, like, at the temple.
Yeah, it must be random for you as well.
Actually, maybe it's...
It's the private network that you're looking for.
Yeah. Okay, I'll be there in a second.
Yeah, no problem. No rush. I just wanted to find the Vic one because I had seen on the wiki that there was a reference to him.
Him and the Rat Pack.
There we go.
Okay.
Let's talk to the commander.
I have new orders for you.
Yep, so even though we just talked to the prophets and they told us that the fleet is here from the past, people aren't quite understanding of the fact that they are here from the past.
Yeah, because from their perspective, they were going through the wormhole, then they went through the wormhole, and then there's a station that they need to take over.
Yeah, but I also mean that our guys don't quite understand that they are here from the past.
Yeah.
Anyway, we need to go back to the other commander.
Run around. This is the last time, though.
Yep, last time. Now we are going to contact Deep Space Nine.
And now we get a cutscene. And
did you get
this part? Kind of points out one of the funny things about this game to me.
Oh yeah.
What do you want?
The animation gestures are not in any way programmed to be subtle in the least.
Oh yeah.
Which makes some just casual dialogue really funny.
Yeah.
Temporary governor of Deep Space Nine. How can I help you?
Thank you for agreeing to talk, Loris. I am Captain James Curlin.
Also, not only are they entirely unsubtle, but they have some of them are very involved.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, Captain.
Also, the cutscene engine is a little bit broken anyway.
And your station
Yeah.
is my
And to be fair, it's not like they intended this game to have like long, drawn-out BioWare-style cutscenes.
Yeah.
It's been over for decades. Your fleet was diverted when you attempted to pass through.
I mean, it's still pretty amazing that they're able to do what they have been able to.
Mm-hmm.
But like their entire cutscene engine is like basically programmed on wishes and prayers. It's amusing that it even works sometimes.
Yeah. It's like every time she kind of comes back from the cutscene, she's kind of hunched over.
Yeah.
Show me proof that what you say is true.
I like that she starts off that line with, "We already looked at your data banks. Now show us that what you're saying is true." Like, what?
Now, no matter what you pick, it's not gonna work.
Yeah.
But...
The Dominion War continued after a combined Starfleet and Klingon force retook DS9. When the Romulans entered the war on our side...
This part would have actually been kind of neat if they were able to show video footage from the
like directly from the show.
from the show. But at the same time, I can see why they wouldn't for an episode.
Yeah.
Soon after, a Cardassian official named Damar led a rebellion on Cardassian.
Listen, the days of full motion video are kind of gone.
I wouldn't say that. There's been plenty of FMV games lately. Man, there's one coming out fairly soon that I'm looking forward to.
What's that?
The new Tex Murphy game.
Oh, okay. I wouldn't call that plenty. I'd call that like one.
Well, there's been others.
Yeah, but it's not like back in like the 90s when basically every game EA did had FMVs in it.
Yeah.
So, I don't know about you, but I just hit max level.
Oh, I probably will as soon as I run over here and turn this in. Oh, okay, there we go. Oh, we're gonna have to retake Deep Space Nine somehow. Yep, I hit max level. So we can get promoted.
Congratulations.
We can get promoted to Vice Admiral. But
we should probably save that for next time.
Yeah, we should save that for next time. It doesn't actually. Yeah, because the next mission doesn't require any ship really, because we're going into the wormhole.
Yeah, the next one's a shuttle mission actually.
Yeah. Anyway, let's beam back up to our ship anyway.
Yes.
And yeah, this recording has been over an hour now, so we'll call it here.
Yeah, like I said, the beginning parts of the first mission and then the entirety of the second mission were kind of long.
Yeah. But anyway, we've hit max level now, and actually just about at the time I thought we were going to hit max level.
I'm glad we hit it before the next mission.
Yes, because there's
for
some
reasons that will be revealed, but pretty much involve getting really awesome equipment at max level.
Yeah. So anyway, that'll be it for us for this week. We thank you all for watching. Thank you all for coming back after our break, and we hope to see you all next time.
Bye, everybody.